Speaking to the Payara agreement, which was signed between Guyana and Esso Exploration Ghana Incorporated, Vice President Bharrat Jagdeo has said that the production agreement has been signed and the 5-year environmental permit had been issued by the Environmental Protection Agency to the oil company for works to proceed on the Payara field, the third project in the Stabroek Block. It is expected that by 2024, the Payara field will produce some 220,000 barrels of oil per day, using the Prosperity floating and production offshore vessel. Earlier in the year, May 2020, the Energy Department Director, Dr. Mark Bino, had asked the oil company to improve its field development plan, while refusing to disclose to the media exactly what aspects of the plan needed to be improved. The Vice President revealed that the former Natural Resources Minister, Raphael Trotman, had signed an agreement which was drafted by ExxonMobil and further stated that the agreement governs all the licenses that will be issued for future projects.
That agreement governs all the licenses that will be issued. The agreement deals with all the fiscal terms that will govern every development which has to be licensed separately in the Stabroek Block area.
The Vice President, while stating that his party had made it clear that it was not going to renegotiate but instead review the production agreement for the field, asserted that production agreements for the Kaichur and Kanji blocks will not be similar to those as the Stabroek Block, and that this has already been communicated clearly to the oil company.
Because those agreements will be part of the conditions of those agreements will be established when we establish or when we work out what a model production agreement for the future will be.
Mr. Jagdeo further posited that his government took close to 6 weeks to review the production agreement of the oil company, even though the deadline for the agreement was August 18, 2020. The reason for this, he says, was to improve the agreement. Meanwhile, a question was posed to the Vice President regarding how soon Guyanese could see tangible benefits from the oil wealth of the country, to which he responded by saying,
"Our people would not have to work. There would be so much oil money that they can all get it for free and they don't have to do anything." Even in the developed jurisdictions, like a place like Norway, where they have the largest sovereign wealth fund coming out of oil, over $1 trillion. People work and they work very hard.
To this end, Mr. Jagdeo posited that revenues from oil wealth would be invested, while the earnings on those investments would go back into the budget to assist citizens in terms of tax relief and the likes. Mr. Jagdeo further posited that the country's earnings on oil would only rake in some $500 million a year. Meanwhile, the leader of the opposition, Joseph Harmon, earlier on Friday via a virtual press conference, had accused the PPP of deceiving the Guyanese people, as the contents of the Payara agreement is similar to the Stabroek Block, which the government had criticized vehemently while it was in opposition. For the HGP Nightly News, Wendell Badrie.